You guys have probably been in them. You're standing there, you're talking to the cops because you have to talk to the cops, and I'm panicked like, oh God, can he smell the weed on me? Shit. And he didn't. It was cool. Looking like I'm white gets me away with a lot of stuff because I am brown. But luckily I'm pretty pale, so I just slide right past. It's good. But I got into a car accident. I'm standing there, I'm shaking, I'm crying, talking to the cops. And this guy walks up to me, a homeless guy. He's like, is everybody okay? I'm like, yeah, we're okay. He's like, cool, can I get some change? I'm like, really? My car is over there completely smashed to shit. I don't have 50 cents to give you, man. So he's like, it's cool, it's cool. He walks away and he's like, hey, you got a nice booty, though. So at least while I'm crying and shaking on the side of the road, I still got it. I still got it. You know what the sad part is? That was the best part of my day. That was the silver lining of the day. Homeless guy wanted a piece. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Super sad. My life is so sad, guys. Oh, man. It's getting weird, guys. I had to move back home. Yeah, that wasn't cool, because you don't realize that you're gonna ruin everybody's sex lives by moving back home. It's like, sorry, Dad. It's not cool, because now, like, I consider myself kind of a kinky person, but now I have to have, like, don't wake the kids kind of sex. Like, vanilla, boring sex. Like what probably most of you have. Just saying. You don't look like you have too much fun. You're like, all repressed. No. Because, like, if my boyfriend spanks me, my dad's gonna hear it and he's gonna be like, was that domestic abuse? No, I liked it. That's really weird. I don't know how to tell him that. Oh, you guys think I'm weird? My dad's a character. He's a weirdo. He refuses to use regular silverware. He's like, Ashley, use the plastic silverware. Like, no, Dad, I'm trying to save the environment. Like, I'm in a new generation of, like, save the worlds. And he's like, it's okay, I wash it. That's what regular silverware is for, Dad. That's freaking weird. Like, it got really weird when I turned the dishwasher on. I need to stop using that tag because I broke it. Never mind. That's stupid. Guys, I have a kind of a fucked mind. It's really hard to follow that last guy and say that. I'm just saying, but I was thinking, so I have a dentist in my family, right? Like, so I got to go see the dentist for free. So I have, like, pretty cute teeth. Like, I don't know if you noticed. But it made me think, does that mean that there's, like, families out there where they have gynecologists in the family? Does that mean, like, all the women go see Uncle Joe, the gynecologist? And is he ever like, you look a lot like your mom? That's the way my mind thinks. It's weird. I thought that the last time I got an exam, because I was sitting there, like, all exposed in the stirrups, and the lady was like, you've been with us for 5 years? And then she looked up and goes, oh yeah, I remember you. Like my vagina had some sort of marking that I didn't know about. I was like, whoa, what? It's vajazzled. It's like a disco ball kind of down there. It's kind of hard to forget, you know? It's kind of hard to forget. It's pretty nice. Guys, I'm kind of a big stoner. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Kalamazoo is totally cool, right? I don't know how Grand Rapids feels about it. But I'm a big stoner, and I'm really afraid about dying alone. I think about it a lot. I know you guys probably think about it too, right? It's heavy. I'm really afraid of dying alone, so I realize that that's why girls my age usually, like, get a cat or, like, have an accident baby or something, so they have something to go home to. So that's why I leave myself packed bowls, so that I have something to come home to. It's sad. I did figure it out, though. You know how they say that if you want to kidnap a kid, you get, like, a van and you have candy and you're like, hey, little girl, I got candy, get in the van. I've realized that weed is the candy for kidnapping adults. Because I totally get in vans when people are like, hey little girl, I got weed in the van. I'm like, woohoo! I'm totally gonna get kidnapped is what I'm saying. But, you know, that's why I stay fat, so it's harder to catch me. It was a choice, you know? I made the choice. It's a defense mechanism. I did it on purpose. Now I'm trying to work on it, so I joined a gym. You guys ever done that? Stupid, don't do it, okay? Because they make you feel bad. First thing they say to you is, what's your activity level? Like, clearly nothing. Duh. So I was like, I like twerking. I like to work it out. No, that doesn't count? I do Kegels every day. Oh, that's not a workout either, but I'm keeping it tight. Like, I feel sweaty afterwards. I don't understand. Oh, okay, that's why I look like this. So, all right. But I have a quick question for you, because you look like an attractive, healthy crowd. That wasn't the joke, but you know, ha 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 ha, lies, I can't see you, I'm blinded up here. No, I do want to know, is it a protein shake if I chase an energy drink with a blowjob? I'm asking for a friend. I like how we can say that to cover our shame. Totally asking for me, I don't care. You guys are fun, thanks a lot. My name is Ashley Stillman.
Yeah, that's me. I like to think that the universe balances. Growing up a redhead, I was called a lot of things like ginger and carrot top and asshole. Kids can be so cruel. You daydream a lot when you're redhead about what it's going to be like when you're cool, so I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player, and I tried playing baseball from a very young age, and my dad was a great baseball player, and he came up to me and he said, son, I want to give you some advice. You suck at baseball. I said, you suck at being a dad. Turns out we were both right. The first organized sport I ever played was coach pitch baseball. I was 6 years old. This is where coaches and fathers pitch to their kids to teach them the difficult art of batting. I struck out every at bat. My dad had a hell of a curveball. I couldn't hit it. He was very competitive. I still love watching baseball. I love the way baseball players celebrate. I love that they go like, and then they point to God. Because God cares about baseball. I actually think he does. I saw a documentary once, it was called Angels in the Outfield. He wouldn't get involved if he didn't care, people. I think about what it must be like to be God and to be up there and to receive that kind of acknowledgement, to look down on someone and say, why thank you, but I know you don't go to church and you're cheating on your wife and you're taking steroids, and when I sent my son to die for your sins, you put him on a cross, so I got a little signal for you, but here's a salute. Nah. My God is a strange and vengeful God. People think that redheads have tempers, right? Oh, you're a redhead, you gotta have a temper. It's not that we have tempers. It's that we're very sensitive because we've been poked at a lot. And we have this tendency, and I know I have this tendency, that sometimes when people say something nice, I interpret it as something mean when it's not. I went to a bar to see my friend play some music, and I sat down. I happened to sit down next to this beautiful blonde girl. The type of blonde girl that I would never even dare to speak to, so far out of my league, and she's dressed nice, she had these cute little owl mittens, and she's sitting there, and I don't say a word, right, but at one point in the evening, she turns to me, and she says, so, is it a good time to be a redhead? What she was doing was flirting. What I thought she was doing was taking a run at me, so I looked at her and I said, well, let's ask the waitress if it's a good time to be a black woman. Okay, I know now how awfully wrong that was. Okay, it was wrong for two reasons. One, I rejected the flirtatious advances of the most beautiful woman who ever deemed it appropriate to speak to me in public. Two, I compared being a redheaded guy to being an African-American woman in the service industry in a post-slavery, male-dominated society. Those are not the same thing. Not even close. So I spent the rest of the night trying to get back into her good graces, thinking I'm a funny guy, I'll think of something clever to say. But the band played on and nothing came to mind. And I kept on thinking of something clever or funny, or what could I say, and nothing came to mind. And the band stopped, and then she stood up, and then she looked at me, and I realized I had one chance to say something. Right? Have you seen 8 Mile? This is my Eminem moment. I'm a funny guy. I can be clever. You got to move to the... I don't really listen to rap. It makes me nervous. But it was that kind of moment. It was that level of intensity. And so I look at her owl mittens, and I look at her, and I say, I'm sorry about being an ass, but I really like your Hooters. That's an owl mitten joke. So she looked at me, and she said, and you were doing so well. But then she smiled. And I talked to her. And I got her phone number because sometimes the universe balances. Good night!
Give it up for me. I gained 15 pounds this winter. Pretty pumped about that. P90X ain't doing shit. Watched like 4 episodes this morning. All I got was fucking heartburn. Gotta stop eating pizza rolls. I'm lazy. I cut a 2-liter bottle in half because I was too lazy to do the dishes, but I really wanted a bowl of Lucky Charms. It's fucking delicious. Lucky Charms with a little bit of Mountain Dew in it. Oh, guys, don't do trust falls with midgets. They're not very trustworthy. And they have tiny arms with sausages at the end. Sausage fingers. No, you can joke about midgets still, because what the fuck are they gonna do about it? Start a riot? It'd be the most adorable riot of all time. Just throw snickerdoodles and lollipops everywhere. Could you imagine that? Like, you look out the front window, there's just a gaggle of midgets out there. I think that's my favorite word for a group of animals, is a fucking gaggle. And you look out, like, what the fuck is going on out there? Hey, honey, check this shit out. There's a parade going on. Tell the kids, get their pillowcases. There's a bunch of candy and cookies. Fucking delicious cookies. It's fucked up. Did you guys know it's illegal to push a moose out of an airplane in Alaska? Which means somebody has pushed a moose out of an airplane in Alaska more than once. Could you imagine what that town hall meeting was like? Like, hey guys, we gotta stop pushing mooses. Meese? We gotta stop pushing meeses out of airplanes. It's causing too much damage. Way more than that midget riot we had last week. That'd be fucking sweet. So, I was driving here, and I saw this dude with a New Mexico license plate. I was like, don't we have enough old Mexicans? That one killed at the Trump rally. He was all about that shit. That's forgot where I was. Oh, I saw this dude on American Idol. He was blind and he sung like an angel. Doesn't fucking impress me. If you want to impress me, be deaf and sing like an angel.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? I wish I had an impression of that, but I've never been deaf.
Go ahead and try it.
No, I'll let you do that.
I can hear you.
What? Huh? Nailed it. So my parents live down south. That's why I'm wearing this fucking shirt. That was the end of that joke. No, I'm just kidding. There's more. I live down south, so I had to fly down there. And the most recent flight that I was on, my seat was 34D. And if you're not familiar with the layout of an airplane, Rosa Parks wouldn't sit in 34D. She'd be like, no, I'm not sitting by the shitter. It's disgusting. Fucking nailed that one too. Now I get to my seat, and there's this guy, his name is Clint. I wasn't sure if that was his real name because he was sleeping. And Clint was sleeping with his mouth open, which I was like, I got a plan for that. So when the waitress lady came around, she put some pretzels on his little fold-out desk deal, and I was like, he's sleeping, so I took him, and I started feeding him to him. And he woke up. He was kind of pissed. And a little delighted. But basically, the moral of the story, you guys, is don't fall asleep with your mouth open. Because it could have been my dick. I rubbed the pretzels on my dick beforehand. It all worked out in the end. My balls have never been that salty. I'm gonna get out of here on this one. I'm unemployed right now because I'm from Owasso. And it sucks because all the applications are online. And nobody's gonna hire me with an email of pussyslinger69 at hotmail.com. Thank you guys, have a good night.
Hey, I'll let you get to know me here. My name's Andrew Scott Smith. That's my full name. My initials are ass. Yeah, that's normally how that goes when I tell people. People always like to ask though. They're like, "What was your dad thinking, giving the initials ass?" I'm like, well, I can tell you what he was thinking. He was probably like, 21. I just knocked this girl up. I better remember where to put it next time. So that's me, Daddy's little anal sex reminder. My younger brother's named Condom. No, I'm just kidding. So I started growing my beard back out, guys, because picture?
A little more that way.
All right, well, I want to do like I'm doing real good act outs. Real good act out here.
Be a little more towards. A little too far. Right here.
Hold on, I'm wasting all my minutes here, though.
Don't worry.
I got lots of good jokes.
We're on the timeout.
All right.
I expect to see this on Facebook.
Cool. All right, that's a good one. All right, so I started growing my beard out because apparently I have a baby face, and I found this out about last fall. I was at the skate park. Normally, you know, younger people hang out at the skate park, and this kid skates up to me and he goes, "Hey, what high school do you go to?" Keep in mind, you know, I don't have a beard, and I'm like, what? What is this kid thinking? So I go to scratch my head, and as I'm itching my head, he goes, "Oh, wait, actually, can you buy me beer?" Oh, all right. So I had to grow my beard out. I was like, man, I need to start looking at my age. The only problem with having a beard, sometimes, you gotta constantly trim it, because if you don't, you'll be eating, you'll get hair in your mouth when you're eating pussy. And nobody wants that. So trim it, you know what I mean? I've been doing some other stuff for myself. I've been going to the gym. Been working out. I haven't really seen any gains, as they call it. Just seeing a lot of veins. I'm just getting real veiny. So if I want to start heroin, I'm ready. It's now or never. But yeah, I signed up for Planet Fitness, right? And I'm sitting there signing up, and they got the sign there, and it says, "This is a judge-free zone." That's their whole thing. It's a judge-free zone. So I thought it'd be cute, the lady at the counter. I'm like, so no Joe Brown in here, right? And I think she thought it was racist, like I meant like brown people. I meant the judge, like no Judge Joe Brown, it's a judge-free zone, whatever. So moving on. I'm working out, and I'm thinking in my head, man, there's so many good-looking girls here, and they got their little shorts, and they're all sweaty. I think, why would anyone go to a strip club? You can pay $10 a month and view all this, and they can't judge you. You can go right up to them and just stare and be like, no, this is the judge-free zone. I'm getting my money's worth. So do that. Don't go to strip clubs. Grand Rapids, man, I'm from here. This is a great city. I love this city. It's a great city, but we're kind of twisted. We're kind of like a conflicted city. You know what I mean? Where we don't know okay, give you an example. We have more churches per square foot than like any other city in West Michigan. And then we also have strip clubs. And yeah, we have fucking Brew City, USA. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, we have a strip club, but you gotta wear tassels. Like, what? And then they make weed decriminalized downtown, right? That's cool. Oh yeah, we can smoke weed and it's only a fine if you get caught. But you can't skateboard downtown. That's half the fun. That's like saying, let's make cocaine legal, but nobody can talk about their business propositions. That's like saying, let's make ecstasy and Molly legal. No pet and furry creatures or having glow stick light shows. That's like saying, hey, let's get drunk, but not watch NASCAR and beat our wives. You know what I mean? That's half the fun. Right? Hillbilly somewhere on here? I can't find you. All right. Yeah, I love smoking weed. I had to quit though, man. I had to quit. I had an allergic reaction to it.
It was the wrong week.
It's called probation. Yeah, it sucked. They make you pee in a cup and do all that good stuff. It's kind of weird though, because probation, you can't smoke weed, right? You're not supposed to do any drugs, but weed is the only drug that stays in your system for 30 days. Everything else is out in 2 days. So basically, probation is like, dude, you got to start doing harder drugs. That's all they're saying to me. Probation promotes heavier use of drugs. They say move on from the weed.
The gateway.
So yeah, weed ain't a gateway drug. Probation is a gateway. You got it. You've seen me before, haven't you? Another thing I've learned in probation, it's pretty weird. You learn like what the kids are doing, because I had a class I had to go to. Kids, they're doing a fruit cocktail party. If you don't know what that is, that's where they just take a bunch of pills, they steal out of your cabinets. Right now they're probably doing it. They steal your pills, and they put them in a bowl, and then they all just like mix it up and just take one. Mix it up, randomly. These kids are doing this. This is the cool thing. And I thought, okay, if I'm their parents, what would I do? And I got it. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't stop them. I would find that bowl. I would put a little Viagra, a little X-Lax, fucking little Timmy be shitting and having boners all night. Have fun, kids. Little parenting technique for you guys. There's a lot of politics going on. Everyone's talking about politics, who you vote for, blah, 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 this and that. Hillary, you know, she's talking about stuff, but she's not talking about the points I want to hear, you know. Why isn't she bringing it up, you know, late 90s? Her husband got his dick sucked in the Oval Office and she's not bringing it up. I would be telling everybody, like, look, my husband got his dick sucked in the Oval Office and I stuck by his side. I will stand by your side, America, no matter what. I mean, just 2 years before that, in the 90s, Lorena Bobbitt was chopping a dude's dick off for less. She stood by his side. You know, she doesn't bring that up. And then you got Bernie. He's cool. He's real old. I would vote for him just because he's so old that even Viagra wouldn't get his dick hard. So there's no way he could fuck us. There's no way he could fuck the country. Trump, he's like this old dude that just hates everyone in his lawn, right? He wants to build a wall, keep everybody out. Dude, get off my lawn! It's like, dude, they're mowing it. Come on. What do you think, man? Oh, shit. So yeah, I'm voting for Bernie. You heard me, the whole Viagra thing. Viagra's crazy, man. Viagra is crazy. It is doing a number on our old folks' homes. It is for real. Everyone in the old retirement homes, they're fucking like crazy. It's a real thing. It's an epidemic, and STDs are becoming a problem with our elders. Yeah, for real. It's like, come on. You can always remember to put on the plastic cover on the couch, but you can't remember to wrap up your dick? Come on, Graham. And, you know, I get judgmental like that, but then, like, if you really think about it, like, take a second to think about it. If you're getting ready to die, would you prevent STDs? No, you'd fucking collect them. You know what I mean? You'd be like catching them like Pokemon. Fucking gotta get them all, gotta get them all. You fucking battling in the bingo hall like, go gonorrhea mom! Use your yellow discharge attack. Go crabs, use your annoying itch attack. Ah, scratch, scratch, scratch. Go chlamydia, use your... Whatever. I don't know, I've never got chlamydia, so... I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm 27 going on 28, man. I'm the oldest of all my brothers. And it's kind of messed up because they all got their shit together, right? Like, they got, you know, kids and like a dog and they're married, all them. Me, you know, I'm like fucking single, going shopping for like new socks, hand lotion, and like a hamster and shit. You know, it's like, it's really sad. And they look at me and they're like, they feel bad and they're like, look, you know, you just gotta find somebody out. There's somebody out there for you. You just gotta find somebody. You know, it's nice having somebody like what we got. Our thing, we actually finish each other's sentences. We're like so close like that. Like, man, that's cute, right? That's cute. And I'm like, don't feel bad, guys. I have something similar. I type in the letter P in my address bar, and it finishes the word Pornhub for me. It's real similar. All right, well, everything ain't all fun and games, guys. Sometimes I actually think about killing myself.
That's not funny.
I know, but luckily, I'm a procrastinator. I'm too lazy to do that shit. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't want to go online, look up Boy Scout videos, how to tie a noose, all that shit. You know, if only Robin Williams wasn't such a go-getter. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck you guys, you didn't know him? He was a comedian. He told jokes. This is a joke. Man, I tell that joke at Pine Rest and it kills every time. I don't know. All right, my name's Andrew Smith. Hey guys, have a good night.